Christian, our guest speaker, opens up about his ongoing struggles in the world of online dating. He shares how, despite the promise of technology making connections easier, his experiences have been far from ideal. The quality of matches often leaves much to be desired, and he finds himself questioning whether genuine connections are even possible through these platforms. This sets the stage for a story that many can relate to, navigating the unpredictable waters of modern dating where expectations and reality rarely align. As Christian's story unfolds, we'll see just how unpredictable things can get. Despite his skepticism, Christian matches with a girl on Hinge. Their initial conversations are lively and engaging, filled with shared interests and playful banter. For the first time in a while, he feels a spark of hope that maybe, just maybe, this could be different. The anticipation builds as they agree to meet in person. Christian describes how these early interactions felt genuine, making him look forward to the upcoming date. The excitement of possibility is in the air, and he prepares himself for what he hopes will be a memorable evening. As the day of the date arrives, Christian carefully plans his schedule to ensure everything goes smoothly. However, things take an unexpected turn when his date messages that she's already at the restaurant, an entire hour early. Suddenly, Christian finds himself scrambling to get ready, rushing through his preparations and hurrying out the door. The pressure is on and the nerves start to build. He wonders if this early arrival is a sign of eagerness or just a lack of consideration. Either way, the evening is off to a chaotic start. When Christian finally arrives at the restaurant, he's met with a surprise. The woman he meets looks significantly older than her profile pictures, and the difference is striking. Confusion sets in as he tries to reconcile the person in front of him with the images he saw online. This moment highlights a common pitfall of online dating, the gap between digital portrayals and reality. Christian does his best to hide his shock, but the awkwardness is palpable. He wonders what else might not be as it seemed. Despite the initial shock, Christian decides to make the best of the situation. He shifts his focus to getting to know his date, asking questions and trying to find common ground. The conversation is a bit strained at first, but he remains polite and open-minded. Christian's willingness to look past appearances and engage in genuine conversation shows his commitment to finding a real connection, even when things don't go as planned. The evening is still young, and he hopes the conversation will help ease the tension. As the server arrives to take their order, Christian's date surprises him by requesting an unusually large number of jalapeno poppers, 6 orders to be exact. Christian is taken aback by the excessive request, unsure of how to react. He wonders if this is a quirky personality trait or a red flag. The moment adds a layer of unpredictability to the evening, leaving Christian both amused and concerned. It's clear that this date is turning out to be anything but ordinary. Situation escalates when the server returns to inform Christian's date that her order is incomplete. Instead of taking it in stride, she becomes visibly upset, demanding more food and expressing her frustration loudly. The atmosphere at the table shifts from awkward to tense, drawing the attention of nearby diners. Christian tries to remain calm, but it's clear that the evening is spiraling out of control. The unpredictability of online dating is on full display. As the server tries to resolve the issue, Christian's date grows increasingly disruptive. Her loud complaints and demands for more food create a scene, making other patrons uncomfortable. The restaurant staff does their best to manage the situation, but the tension continues to mount. Christian feels embarrassed and helpless, unsure of how to de-escalate the chaos. The night, which began with hope, is quickly unraveling into a disaster. Things reach a breaking point when Christian's date takes her frustration out on the restaurant's property. She vandalizes the plates, causing a scene that forces the manager to intervene. The staff, now visibly stressed, asks her to leave the premises. Christian is left in shock, witnessing behavior that goes far beyond a simple bad date. The experience serves as a stark reminder of the importance of respectful conduct, especially in public spaces. The situation out of control, Christian decides it's best to leave the restaurant. He quickly gathers his things and exits, feeling a mix of relief and disbelief. The evening has taken a turn he never could have anticipated. As he steps outside, he reflects on the chaos that just unfolded, grateful to be out of the uncomfortable environment. The experience leaves him questioning his approach to dating and the unpredictability of meeting strangers online. Despite his own discomfort, Christian can't help but feel empathy for the restaurant staff who had to deal with the disruptive behavior. He plans to return later to settle his bill and apologize for the chaos caused by his date. This moment highlights the importance of kindness and understanding, even in difficult situations. Christian's reflection shows his awareness of the impact our actions can have on others, especially those working in service roles. As Christian processes the night's events, he finds humor in the absurdity of the situation. While the date was a disaster, it also serves as a valuable lesson about expectations, honesty, and the reality of online dating. He acknowledges the comedic side of his misadventure, choosing to laugh rather than dwell on the disappointment. This perspective helps him move forward, ready to face whatever comes next with a bit more caution and a sense of humor. Christian's story underscores the challenges of finding genuine connections in the digital age. From misleading profiles to unpredictable behavior, online dating is full of surprises, some pleasant, others not so much. His experience serves as a reminder to approach new encounters with both optimism and caution. While technology can help us meet new people, it's important to stay grounded and realistic about what to expect. This episode also highlights the significance of social etiquette, especially in public settings like restaurants. Respectful behavior is essential, not just for personal reputation but also out of consideration for others. Christian's date's actions serve as a cautionary tale about how not to behave, reinforcing the value of kindness and composure, even when things don't go as planned. In the end, Christian's disastrous date becomes a story to share and a lesson to remember. He chooses to see the humor in the situation, using it as motivation to keep searching for genuine connections. The journey through the dating pool may be filled with challenges, but each experience brings new insights. Christian's resilience and positive outlook remind us that even when things go wrong, there's always something to learn and maybe even laugh about.